Good morning. Good morning. It is Thursday, 3:30 a.m. Yesterday we had a parent-teacher conference for Silas. Silas is our 4-year-old. Silas is the most energetic, athletic little boy I've ever met. I mean, he has abilities. I've recorded him hitting baseballs as if he was in the major leagues. His form and his stance are excellent. Since he was, I don't know, old enough to walk, he has been able to shoot a basketball and have a form in shooting a basketball that would allow him to nail a shot each and every time. We went to the parent teacher conference yesterday, and I was not really surprised by what the teacher had told us. Obviously, me being the extrovert that I am, and you know, I'm super intelligent. I'm not just a little bit. I'm very intelligent. I'm very well read. I'm very self taught. I probably have enough education to be a college professor. Self taught. School of Hard Knocks, and in the library without anybody telling me I need to be in the library. Same way I am with my workout regimen, same way I am with my business. There's nobody standing over me telling me what I have to do. I'm accountable for that. And we sat down with the teacher, and I communicate with her frequently through emails. I want to know how my son's doing. I want to know what's going on with him. I want to be involved. And I want somebody to tell me if something's going wrong. And what she told me sounded real familiar. There was a couple areas that he's not doing well in. They're fundamental: reading and math. They're fundamental. The reading has everything to do with his ability to comprehend and understand. And then the math has everything to do with, well, math is universal. Numbers are universal. The Egyptians could tell you numbers are universal, and they play a role in everything. Everything is mathematical equations. And those are two things that concern me. But what she said was he wasn't listening. He wasn't understanding. He wasn't picking up. And I remember as a child that being a lot of my problem. I don't have the highest education. I don't. I don't even know how the hell I got through school, to be honest. I was just talking to my wife about it a couple days ago, and I swear I think they just pushed me through. I think they just pushed me through because I don't remember school too much. I can tell you every book I've read, but I don't remember school too much. And when I was sitting there and we were talking and she was telling me these things, I kept looking over at my son because I didn't want him to sit right there. I asked him if he can go play with some toys in the classroom. And I kept looking at him. And I kept thinking, you're just like me. You're better than me, but you're just like me. You don't get traditional learning. You don't get traditional teaching. I mean, it's okay. See, at a point in time, school wasn't always so formal. It wasn't taught inside of a school in a building. It was some philosopher, some knowledgeable individual that sat underneath a tree, and then one kid sat down in front of him and he would teach him every day, and then another kid sat down in front of him and they'd teach. School has become an economical situation. So when the teacher tells me, he's not doing that good, my question for her is, well, let me ask you, how far has your studies shown you that a kid at his age, 4 years old, not doing well in these particular areas, how far ahead do you know if this will affect him as an adult? And she didn't really have an answer for that. The reason why I asked her is because my concern for my child is not so much in the fact of what his grades are, but more so, can the teacher adapt in a classroom full of kids to give my son individually what he needs? See, I'm a firm believer. Not everybody learns the same way. Not everybody has the same abilities. I'll take it a step further. I would say 90% of the people that I know are highly educated. And I would also say 90% of the people that I know are not overly motivated to push themselves hard. And I'll be honest, I am undereducated by standards of school, but I am overly motivated by standards of business, family, economics. Over. So my biggest concern is now not necessarily is my son going to be all right, but do you have the ability to teach him on his level? And that concerned me. I'm not saying that the teacher is not a good teacher. Her name is Life, and that's a good thing. You know, so my son's teacher's name is Life. I like that. But can she really be versatile enough to give my son what he needs? I don't care about grades. I care about grades. I want you to make good grades. But I care to know that my son is okay, that he's in the right hands. Not everybody learns the same. Nobody would have ever imagined that I would do some of the things I do. But I'll take it a step further. I don't think anybody would have imagined I would even be alive right now. Alive. Not thriving, but just alive, surviving. So I don't accept what the teacher tells me, but I do question whether or not she can make it happen, because that's all that matters to me. I don't care about them grades. Yeah, I want him to have good grades. Good grades are an indicator of what's going on. But when you tell me my son's not making good grades and that he has an inability to listen, then I need to know, can you bring it home? Can you assist him the 8 hours that you have him with the learning that he needs to do? Or 6 hours. So it wasn't the best one, but when I looked at my son, I felt for him. And I didn't feel bad. I felt for him because he's going to have to go through people thinking he doesn't understand, when in reality his gifts are probably bigger than anything I can imagine. So I think today I'm going to spend a little bit more time thinking about how I can help my son and his teacher become more productive in the development of his skills versus his school. Because all I really care about is his gift. That's all anybody should care about, is their gift, not what society says you should or should not have. So that's just my thoughts for today. Parent-teacher conference. I'm a parent. That blows my mind. God bless. I'm on my way out.